Saturday night. Make some noise. Wow, I was told there's going to be a few Indians here tonight. Make some noise if you're Indian. I haven't seen... We're all Indian. No, there's one or two. Don't get greedy. You haven't taken over the world yet. I haven't seen this many Indians since I tried to buy a suit on Nathan Road. Man, being a white guy walking down Nathan Road, now you know how the paparazzi feel, right? It's either a suit or something else. And they're all my friend for some... My friend. Just come in. Great to be... Really, this is like... I don't know how many people are here, but this is like a very, very small wedding. What do you guys have? Normally 2,000 to 3,000 people at your wedding over 7 days? Is that right? Make some noise if you had over 700 people at your wedding. That's just obscene. Oh, it is great to be here. I tell you, I actually am, my name is Anthony Solimini. I'm originally from the States. I know a lot of smart people in this room. Indians, very smart. Well, I'll have you know, have you guys heard of MIT and Harvard? I grew up 3 miles from them. Couldn't get in, by the way, so they sent me I still have the rejection letter, but I think if I applied today, I probably wouldn't get a rejection letter. It would come by email, so. But I am Italian. I don't know if any of you have ever heard this, but some people say the Italians are the Indians of Europe. All right, I'm Italian. Don't laugh so hard at that. But it's true. Has anybody ever heard that? Make some noise. Yeah, very good looking. I mean, it's the country of amore. I think you have piar. Is that what you call it? Is that love? Yeah, food and family. What's more important to an Indian than food and family? Not much. Money? Okay, so that's the Italian one. I was trying to be cultural here, sir, but yeah, Italians are the Indians. We love food, we're good looking. You guys are just a little smarter. That's okay, we can live with that. But I want to ask you a question. I am an Italian, I'm 57 years old, and I'm what they call a mama's boy. Do you guys know what that is? I have heard Indians are the same. Make some noise if you're a proud mama's boy. I was the youngest of 4 people in an Italian family with 3 older sisters. That was a recipe for great stuff for me, but man, their life sucked. I was spoiled. I was the king. I remember once my sister graduated, got her MBA, and my mother was at the commencement, and she told the lady next to her, you see that woman up there, cum laude, receiving her MBA? Her brother is a big investment banker living in Hong Kong. If only these were jokes, people. No, Italians, you know, this is probably the wrong room to say this, but I don't like the Indians as much anymore. Ooh. Now, I'm a comedian. You should know that I'm not going to leave you with that. Because 20, 30 years ago, Miss Italy always won the beauty pageants. And then you fuckers came along. Screwed the whole thing up. It's like Miss Italy comes in 9th now. I think even Pakistani is above you. Any Pakistanis, make some noise. You guys never travel together. Imagine if there was one poor fucker sitting in the room. And his coat was ticking. Oh, that was too far! That was too far. We love the Pakistanis, some of us, in some countries. So I have, my wife put me on a diet for obvious reasons. Oh, thank you. Some of you are fat too, you know. But Hong Kong's so hard, right? Because the food is so good. So my wife put me on this diet, and I have to tell you, I don't know how Gandhi did it. Like, that fucker could go days, weeks without eating. If I don't eat for 3 hours, I'm physically breaking into Ebenezer's to steal some fucking kebabs. Dieting's tough, I'll tell you. Anybody else on a diet? Make some noise. Yeah, see, we're all on a fucking diet. How can you live in this country? The beauty is my wife said no eating carbs. So I've had Indian food every day for the last 15 days. No carbs, as long as I don't eat the bread, right? Very good. But, now the other thing is about the Italians and the Indians. Italians can be a little bit hairy. Is that true for Indians sometimes? I've been to India, my friends. Don't fucking hide this fact. I remember when I was born, I came out and the baby picked me up, looked at my hairy body and said, "Ayo!" That's a South Indian word for, oh my God. I guess I didn't pronounce it very well. I should have asked a South Indian how to say that. How do you pronounce it, sir? Nobody knows. Ayo! My friend's mother gave me that. I don't know, she's fired. But I have tried to lose some weight. I grew up with 3 older sisters, as I said, and when their friends would come over, I would look at their friends and say, wouldn't it be nice to have your own breasts to play with? Be very careful, men, because I'm about 1 month away from having to wear a bra, I tell you. Getting old. Any men over 55, make some noise. Yeah, you had... I thought Indians never fucking lied. What's going on here? There's one person over 55? If that's true, you all need to go to the doctors tomorrow for some of you. So, sir, over 55, you had this happen yet. You sit on the toilet, and they go in the water. I'll leave that visual with you for a second before we move on. Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't come to see me, did you? Yeah. Sorry, Atul. Who did you come to see? I am so honored and so excited. This guy is a lovely man. He's performed in Hong Kong a number of times. I am honored to be here opening up for him. My, how the world has changed. Indians are outsourcing their opening act to white people now. So, 20 years ago, I'd be opening for this fucker, but now, no. The white man is dead. Put your hands together for the amazingly funny, kindest comedian on the planet, Atul.
You know, when Modi ji spoke about Achhe Din, this is what I mean.
Let's put our hands together for Hong Kong's comedian, also known as a stand-up banker, Anthony Solimini. Woohoo!
Saturday night, make some noise! I heard there was going to be a few Indians here tonight. Make some noise, Indians! Wow. Haven't seen this many in one place since I walked down Nathan Road. They were trying to sell me suits, I think. It's fun being a white guy on Nathan Road. You feel like now you know what paparazzi feels like, right? This is a great crowd, though. This is kind of like a very, very small Indian wedding. Make some noise if your wedding had more than 500 people. That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. There's people starving. Make some noise if you had 500 people, but you wish you put the money in Apple stock 20 years ago. Yeah. Now, I hope you don't mind me doing this. A lot of comedians, not me, say that Indians tend to be a little bit, how shall I say this, cheap. So what we're going to have to do, unfortunately, is we're going to have to go around again and look at your tickets to make sure you weren't here at the 7:15 show. Because we know how you guys are to try to get double value out of the tickets. Oh, you missed a great... Now, the 7:15 show was amazing. It was packed. They were a great crowd. You think you can do better than them? Yeah. You had a few cocktails before? Yeah. Lovely. It's great to be here and honor opening up for Atul. Lovely guy. I'm actually Italian-American. And, like, you couldn't tell I was American, right? By the way, I'm not a Trump supporter, regardless of the haircut that I have. I know Republicans have one place in Texas that they all go to get their hair cut. No blacks allowed. It was a Trump joke, not my joke. But I am Italian American, and I don't know if some of you knew this, but Italians are considered the Indians of Europe. Did you know this, anybody? Yeah, pretty amazing. Good looking, food and family. What's more important than food? We're like exactly like you guys, except without the intelligence. But other than that, it's a pretty good fit. But a lot of smart people in here. Make some noise. You arrogant fuckers. Jesus, really? Good-looking women, make some noise. Jesus, you talk about Americans being arrogant. That's great, though. A lot of smart people. I'm American. Have you guys ever heard of MIT and Harvard? Yeah, well, I was born 3 miles away from there in a small hospital in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Harvard grads, make some noise. Oh, fucking hell. Can you leave anything up for us white people? Harvard, I applied. That was fun. I bet when they got my application, they said, hold on, we got to take a break. Let's go to the bar and read Anthony Solimini's fucking SAT score of 5. Was fun. But yeah, Italians, the Italians, the Indians of Europe. I think it's fun. Now, hear me out. I am from an Italian family. I'm the youngest of 4, and I have 3 older sisters. And I am what you call a proud mama's boy. Is it true that Indian mothers have the same approach to their sons? Yes! Make some noise if you're a proud mama's boy here tonight. Can you imagine? I grew up with 3 older sisters, and I was the youngest. They didn't have a fucking chance. I remember once my sister, she was graduating, she got her MBA. See, it's not just Indians, And she's up on the podium, she's getting her MBA in the commencement, and my mother said to the lady next to her, you see that woman up there getting her MBA? Her brother is a big-time banker living in Hong Kong. Used to be big time. I'm 57, I'm done. Look at me, I'm sweating from doing comedy. That's probably not a very healthy thing, is it? Like, should I be sweating? You know what I'm talking about, sir. You on a diet, sir? Try to be, yeah, me too. It's not working for you either, is it? My wife put me on a diet, obviously. I don't know how fucking Gandhi did it. Like, if I don't eat for 3 hours, I want to fight and murder people. Because the first week you think, okay, I'm going to do this. Just when I'm hungry, I'll eat like a little bit of an apple. Right? Then you have a little cup of tea with a little lemon in it. You think, this is the first day, I can do this. The second day by 6 p.m., you're at fucking Ebenezer's ordering 17 fucking, but you have it on salad, not bread, because then it's keto. Right? You gotta have keto. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing keto. Everybody ever heard of keto? Sure. This guy with the hat is like, shut up, monkey boy. We didn't come here to see you. Put a tool on and get off. I grew up, like I said, with 3 older sisters, and when their friends would come over, I used to be so jealous, because I used to say, wouldn't it be nice to have your own breast to play with? Not so much fun, as it turns out. Men over 55, make some noise. Oh, sure, you'll brag about your education, but you lie about your age. Good American influence there. I'm 57. A year ago it happened. I sat on the toilet. They went in the water. That happened to you yet, sir? Fucking dangling. I'm like, what the fuck is... And then I'm old and fat, so I'm kind of like, oh, that feels good. And I'm if only these were jokes, people, they'd be funny. Similar Italians. We can be a little hairy, Until I went to fucking India. Holy shit, you invent some hairy people up there. I mean, I have an uncle, he's got the full back hair, he has to get it waxed every week, the poor bastard. I don't have that yet, I just have it everywhere else, it's coming out of my ears. But man, you guys are pretty hairy, huh? You know what I'm talking about, sir. I'm just gonna pick on you all night. What's your name, sir? Sorry? Rahul, where are you from? Born and raised? Rich Indian? I'm looking for a sponsor. Can you help me? No, that's for this show. I'm looking for the next one. Be a little hairy. Remember when I was delivered, came out of my mother, the doctor picked me up, looked at my hairy ass and said, "Ayo." See, no South Indians in here? Do you know what I meant? Ayo? Somebody help a brother out. How do you say it? Ayo. Ayo! Thank you. See, I usually do shows for poor Indians, not the rich ones. And they're polite. They fucking laugh. You don't. With your Harvard-educated MIT degrees. Living at the peak in homes. What the fuck is that all about? You guys are everywhere. You know, like, it's amazing in the States. My father had surgery. And I've been in Asia 25 years. And I've started to realize that there's a lot smarter people than white people. I only just figured that out since I moved to Asia. And it's getting so bad. My father was having open heart surgery. And his doctor walks in. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you white? I want the Indian doctor up the street. Get the fuck out of here. I want somebody who studied and wasn't doing blow the whole time. I think like 22% of every doctor in the States is Indian. Isn't that amazing? 36% of NASA is Indian. Fucking hell, I'm gonna be delivering curries to the moon pretty soon. Tell you how the world has changed though. Atul outsourcing his opening act to a fucking white guy. 20 years ago, I'd be shining my shoes. I'd be opening for him now, you know? The white man is dead. We are done. 57, I'm old, I'm fat, I don't speak another language, I don't have an MBA. Thank God I'm rich, I tell you. I made a lot of money in the early days of banking. I said to my boss, I'm not working in a bank anymore. He said, you know, Anthony, you've done really well for yourself. He said, how'd you do so well? I said, well, Matthew, when I started banking, a monkey could do it. He said, that explains quite a bit. Bankers make some noise. Techies make some noise. That's not a stereotype anymore, is it? Remember we used to call you the call centers, now you fucking own the call centers. And you've outsourced it to the Filipinos. Like, what's after the Filipinos? What's next? Fucking Myanmar? Laos? Fury. Remember once when I was younger I was shaving my sister's back? Don't laugh, some of you know what the fuck I'm talking about. She had a date that night. I felt so bad for her. Gross, is that you're at the movie theater, he puts his arm around you and he gets stuck. It's disgusting. But I am on a diet. I don't have to really care about it anymore because I'm married. You don't really need to stay in shape anymore. You know what I'm talking about. You married, Rahul? That's good. Don't do it. Don't do it, because now I was like fit. You know what happens before you get married? You just kind of stay in shape and you work out, hoping to meet the right woman. Then when you meet her, you're like, fuck it. I can just do this. I don't need to look good anymore. I'm at that age now, we only have what I call DA sex. It has to be dark and air conditioned. Honey, turn on the aircon. When it's 147 below zero, I'm coming in to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, you didn't come here to see some fat white guy, did you? Who did you come to see? You're in for a treat. If it's anything like the 7:15 show, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the ever funny and the kindest comedian on the planet, Atul!